Hey guys, it's time to Nefis and chill. In this video, I want to talk about an item set that I and other theory crafters have overlooked during our time on the Blackwood PTS cycle until it was a bit too late. But after week 5 PTS, as more and more people played with it, and as more and more people continue playing with it on the live server after update 30, the Diamond's Victory item set is definitely not an item set that can be easily ignored. It's a remarkable crafting set, or a craftable set, in the fact that unlike many of the other craftable sets that have, been around in the recent years, post chapters or post DLC zones, it's quite useful and can definitely be an alternative to what many would refer to as meta sets. And we're going to be talking about this item set and looking over the set bonuses at gold value. The 2-piece bonus of Diamond's Victory is going to be 129 weapon damage and spell damage. The 3rd-piece bonus is going to be crit chance, and the 4th-piece bonus is more weapon and spell damage. The 5-piece bonus is rather, at first glance, a little complicated. While in combat, using an ability with a range of 7 meters or less grants you range supremacy for 5 seconds, adding 437 weapon and spell damage to your damage over time in ranged attacks. So if you use an ability that is considered melee in terms of 7 meters or less, you get a buff to your dot and ranged attacks. And then if you conversely use a ability that is over 7 meters and considered range, it grants you melee supremacy for 5 seconds, adding 437 weapon damage and spell damage to your melee attacks. So it's kind of like opposite day for ability and proc respectively. It's a very interesting set in the fact that for classes such as Nightblade and Necromancer, the set could provide both range and melee supremacy proc buffs at the same time rather than rotation. In fact, I'd like to provide you guys watching this video a incredibly well done resource and spreadsheet created by Kabs12 on PC North America of the Raid Team Calamity. And he basically parsed through a huge amount of skills, including armor skills that also surprisingly work for the set. Keep in mind that this is done through the lens of PvE, PvE DPS, so things like PvP considerations such as sword and board and certain setups like bow are going to be soul proc by logic or not considered on the spreadsheet. The amount of damage added by the set in conjunction with certain sets like Basse's Mania or in replacement of things like Sororia as a lesser alternative proved to be promising in applicable fights and instances. Just note that there is a link to Kabs' spreadsheet in the description below, along with a, if you don't like using Google Drive or you're not able to, a ESO University link that also has the same chart and details. Unless otherwise detailed, assume morphs work the same as their base skills. Hopefully when this patch hits the rest of the ESO player base on today for console launch, people will definitely parse through the spreadsheet and gain use out of it for their builds. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Big thank you to Kabs for letting me share this spreadsheet with you guys. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully you get a lot out of it. Thanks for Nefis and chilling, and see you guys next time.